Hello everybody, welcome to Zodiac. Welcome to basically in this wonderful poker game that I'll be playing. This is how it goes. Remember that this can be very interesting in this how it goes in this way. This is how it's gonna be. So, I think that in my own way about knowing what to do. I think that the way how this is, I think that my own prosperity about what's going on in this way. I think that everything's gonna be fine. So, this is how it goes. And this is going to be how it is and how it's going to be, and this is the way it works, and this is how it is. So, this is the way it works. So, if you're wondering about how this book game is going to get involved, and this is how it is, you think that, okay, everything's going to be fine, but you understand about what's going on in that way. So, this is how it is, and when you have your own good pleasure of how things are, you have to do it, right? So you have to believe in it, you have to understand it, and you have to, go with the flow, and you have to do exactly what you can. So this is the way it is. But the way this is, I think that the majority is the best equation there is, and when you do it, that's how it goes, right? So this is how it is. But this is how it's gonna be. So remember that I'm doing two different poker decks as you can see, because that's just how it is. So this is how it is, and this is how it kind of goes in that criteria. So remember, well, this is the way it works, and this is how it is. So remember how it is, and when you do it, that's how it goes, and this is the way it seems to be. So you understand about what's going on in that way, whether you're like it or not. But this is how it is, and you have to make sure that you have your own priority and your own ways about knowing what to do, right? This is how it's going to be. So remember that this may be very interesting, and this is how it is, and this is the way it works. So this is how it's going to be, right? So remember, you make the best hand, and you can do whatever you decide to do, but this is how it is, and this is the way it works, so, right? So this is how it is. So remember, well, the further ado is that the progress will be on your left side, so the X is on the right side. Don't confused about that's how it goes. We have the dealer button because that's how it is. We're going to figure out who goes first, and I'm doing two different card decks at the same time, because this is the way it works, right? So you have to do exactly what you're going to be doing, and this is how it is in that way. So this is how it is. So we're going to figure out who goes first, and the poker chips will be raised from 500,000 to 1 million of poker chips, and this is how it starts. This is how it's going to be. So we're going to see who's going to get the dealer button, and this is how it goes. So here we go. So let's see. Poker guys have the 8 of hearts. Zodiac has the 9 of clubs. So Zodiac goes first. So I'm going to start off 1.5 million. Well, guys call that 1.5 million to make it 3 million. Alright. So let's see what pro guys have. And let's see what Zodiac has. Right. And here we go. And let's see. Top is 7-5 diamonds and 5 clubs. And then we're going to do the second board. King 9-3 all spades. Wow. So let's see. Zodiac checks, Bogart's check. Turn card. 5 of hearts. King hearts. Zodiac checks, bug outs check. And then we got the 7 of hearts, 4 diamonds. Zodiac checks, bug outs check. And then you get an extra card. Right, let's see. Let's see what's going on here. Interesting. And let's see what the Pogats have. Pogats check, Zodiac checks. Wow, the Pogats have the 3 of a kind with a pair of 7s. And on the top board, bottom board, they have the king for a full house. I have 7s and 5s for a full house. And then I have a 3 of a kind with a pair of kings. I have the 7 high flush. But I guess that the Pogats have a full house on the bottom board. And they have 4s and 7s, 4s and 5s for a full house, but then I got 5s and 7s for a full house. So I think it's just a split pot. So that's good. Let's see. So that's not bad though, because split pot is very interesting on how it goes, because you think that everything's going to be all good, but this is how it is. So let's see. Let's see. Pogats will bet 2 million poker chips. Zodiac calls the 2.2 million poker chips. And let's see what's going on here. Interesting. And then let's see what the Pogats will do. And let's see. Interesting. So let's see. I'll do a different board this time. And here we go. And the flop is queen clubs, 10 queen spades. And I'll do the second board. And the flop is 10 of clubs, 7 diamonds, and 6 of hearts. So let's see. Pogats check. Zodiac thinks. Zodiac checks. Turn. 9 of hearts. King of diamonds. Zodiac checks. Pogats check. Ace of spades. 4 of spades. Pogats check. Zodiac checks. Let's see. You guys are thinking what to do next. And let's see. So yeah, I was just thinking. You guys are checking. So yeah, I was just thinking what to do next. So yeah, checks. Wow, so players have the ace queen full house. Wow, on the top board. Bottom board they only have 4s and 7s. Wow. I got the 6 high flush on the top board. Bottom board I have the semi straight. I think the semi straight defeats Pugut's 2 pair on the bottom board. And then Pugut's got the, they have the ace queen full house, so they'll take it. So it's gonna be a split pot. So 2 million back from Zodiac and 2 million back from the Pugut's. Wow. So let's see what's going on here. So Zodiac's bets 1.5 million. Pugut's call that 1.5 million to make it 3 million. So let's see. We'll do a different board this time. And the flop is 7 of clubs, 4 diamonds, king of hearts. And then the second board is king diamonds, 5 spades, 4 hearts. So yeah, checks, Pugut's check. The turn. King of hearts. Ace hearts. So yeah, checks, Pugut's check. Last card, jack of spades. 2 clubs. So yeah, I was just thinking what to do next. So yeah, I was checks. Pugut's are thinking. Pugut's check. And let's see. Let's see what Pugut's are going to be doing. Interesting. Zodiac checks. Both guys have the pair of sevens, and they have the last five. Wow. I have the, I got a pair of kings on the top board. Bottom board, I have the 2, 3, 4, 5, the ace high straight on the bottom board. Both guys have 5s and 2s on the bottom board, but then they miss it. Both guys have the top two with a pair of 7s on the top board because they kind of got that. So it's another split. Yep. Wow. So it's another split like that. It is a split. Right? So it's like you don't know what your opponent has in that way, in that convenience. And when it does, it's like you understand what's going on here. So it's like you think, okay, well, everything's going to be fine. Yes, but does it make any sense, right? So let's see. Well, guys, bet 2 million. So yeah, let's call that 2 million to make it 4 million. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Now to a different flop. And here it's a different flop. The flop is 10 of hearts, ace spades, queen diamonds. Followed by ace spades, 4 of clubs, 9 of hearts. Pogas checks, Zodiac checks. Turns the king of spades, ace of clubs. Pogas checks, Zodiac checks. Last card, 3 of clubs, 9 diamonds. Pogas check. Zodiac checks. Wow, Pogas have the jack high, pair of 3s, and Zodiac has, well, I have queens and 10s on the top board. Bottom board, I basically have queen high because I only have pair of aces, pair of 9s with queen high. Pogas kind of missed because they only got a pair of 3s on the top board. Bottom board, they kind of missed because they only have jack high, but queen high takes it, so I'll take it. Wow. Yep. Now Zodiac is in the chip lead, I guess. And let's see. Zodiac bets 2 million. Bogart's called that 2 million to make 4 million. Wow. Bogarts gets 6 cards, so he also gets his cards. Yep. Bogarts will get 6 cards, so he also gets 6 cards. Wow. It's gonna be hard. Wow. Wow is right. So let's see. I can't with this flop. And the flop is Queen of Diamonds, 5 of Clubs, 7 of Hearts. And the flop will be on the second board. Queen of Hearts, 3 of Clubs, 5 of Diamonds. So yeah, let's check. Bogarts check. Turn. Ace of Diamonds. Ace of Spades. So yeah, let's check. Bogarts check. 10 of Clubs. 6 Hearts. So yeah, let's check. Bogarts are thinking. Bogarts check. And let's see. I have the 2, 3, 4, 5 ace, and I got the 6 high straight on the bottom board. Top board, I only have a pair of 5s, so that's what I got. And then the Bogarts have, let's see. Bogarts have the ace 4, so they have the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 high straight on the bottom board. They have aces and 7s on the top board. They also have the ace, king, queen, 10, 10 straight on the top board. Defeats my 5s and 10s on the top board and defeats my straight on the bottom board. So Bogarts will both take 2 boards. Wow. So let's see what's going on. Alright, so let's see what Bogarts will do this time. Bogarts will bet 2 million. So yeah, let's call it 2 million, make it 4 million. Now here's the thing with Pogas. Pogas will get more cards than me, but I'm trying to figure out what they have. So here we go. Pogas will get 7 cards, Zodiac will get 4 cards. And it's going to be very hard for Zodiac to think what Pogas will have in this whole entire situation. So, it's going to be very interesting on how it is. Because this is the way it kind of works in that priority. So I'm going to show what the Pogas will have this time. That's what they have. Now, I don't know what they have in this situation, but it's going to be very hard to figure out if they're bluffing, Pogas are bluffing or not. So let's see. So show you my hand. Let's see. Now I'm going to do at least 2 boards, and I'm going to figure out what's going on, because this is going to be very tough for me to figure out. So here we go. And the flop is 2 9 diamonds, 9 hearts. And on the second board, we have 6 of clubs, 10 diamonds, and queen of clubs. So, Pogas check. Zodiac is thinking. Zodiac checks. The turn. 5 of spades. Check hearts. Pogas check. Zodiac is thinking. Zodiac checks. Last card, king clubs. Jack clubs. Interesting. So how much is in the pot? That must be at least 2, 4, 6, 8. I think it's actually 8. 4 times 2 is 8, and there's 8 million. So Pogas bet pot for 8 million. Oh my god. What in the world do you freaking have? Like, are you serious? Like, you have a bigger quads, like 4 of a kind on the top board. You have a pair of 9s on the top board, maybe quads, that would be 4 of a kind. On the bottom board, you have like 10s and jacks for a full house, or jacks full, as in jacks, full house, or quads. Still figuring this out because you think that you might have a good hand than me. Even if I think that you have a good hand, whether you think that you have a good hand or not. How much is it? 8 million? Jeez. You wonder if you're bluffing here. If you're bluffing, then you have a good choice to figure this out. So if I'm trying to catch the bluff, and I know what you're bluffing, might have a good read or a bad read. It's the troubling part, Pogas. It's troubling because you might have the king 9 full house already. You might have the 5 9 full house, 2 9 full house, like quads. And on the bottom board, you probably have at least like, 10s and jacks for a full house. I don't know if that's correct, but if it does, you probably have a good read there. basically, you know, I might have a good hand, like, you know, but it's like, why would you do that? Why would you put in a good position? Like, why? I was thinking about you to figure this out, because I wonder if you have the good hand of me, even if you have whatever you have, and let's say you had a good hand, and you say, alright, well, this is how it is, I know what to do, then it's like, why would you put yourself in a bad spot? Like, why would you say that? Why would you have a good hand, and whether you probably have, you know, a pair of tens, and if you have a pair of tens, you probably have the best thing there is. And if you have tens and jacks for full house, or queens and jacks for full house, you probably take it. You probably take that you have a good, sensible hand. But why would you bet that? Why would you bet at least 8 million during that pot? Like, why would you be serious about that? You know, and I want to fold, but, you know, I have to take a risk. Like, why would you do that? Why would you consistently do that? Oh my lord. Alright, I'm gonna fold, because I had the 8-10 flush on the bottom board. I have 8s and 9s. 10 of spades, 10 of hearts, 3 of clubs, king of spades, queen of diamonds, queen of spades, 6 of hearts, 6 diamonds. So, you know what, Pogats, you had the queen jack full house, I was correct, and 10s, jacks full house. Yes, you got the 9s and queens, so you got a bigger 2 pair than I am. So yeah, good thing I folded, because, you know, you're basically in the chip lead now. Wow. Perfect read. Yeah, and perfect fold. Wow. So let's see what's going on. So now, it's very interesting now. Alright, so let's see. I'll bet 2 million. Plug out calls that 2 million to make it 4 million. Players will get 7 cards. Zodiac will get 7 cards. Let's see. Okay, and let's see what the guys have. Now I'll do a different font. And the flop is 2 clubs, 10 5 diamonds. And the second flop is 7 clubs, king of hearts, 9 clubs. So he has checks, but guys check. Turn, 3 diamonds, 10 of hearts. So he has checks, but guys check. And 2 of spades, queen of hearts. So he has checks, but guys check. And let's see. I have the I have king high. I have the ace high. Yeah, I have that. Plus, I have so I have 8 clubs, king of diamonds, ace hearts, jack of diamonds, 10 clubs, and then I got 6 diamonds, 9 spades. So I got the king of flush on the top board. I got the ace high straight on the bottom board. Guys have the 7 hearts, 4 hearts, 9 hearts, 8 spades, jack of hearts, 4 diamonds, 10 of spades. Yeah, look at that. Now Pogat's made a street flush with the 9, 10, jack, king, queen. With jack, 9 of hearts, that's a street flush. Wow. Yeah, that takes care of my freaking straight. And in the bottom, and then on the top board, they have 4s and 2s, but I think that they kind of miss because I don't see anything for them, right? But I have a king eye flush. King eye flush on the top board takes it, but they have the straight flush on the bottom board. Like that's interesting. So both players have their 4 million poker chips back. Wow. Wow. Didn't see that coming. Nope. And now it's just the Pogat's turn. Let's see. Let's see what's going on here. Pogat's will bet 2 million. So he has calls at 2 million to make it 4 million. So yes, we get 4 cards, but we get 7 cards. Alright, so let's see. So this is what Zodiac has. This is what the Pogat's will have. So let's see what's going on. Let's see. Let's see what's going on. And I'll do exactly what it is. Let's see. And the flop is 10 of diamonds, 6 4 of spades. And then we got the second board, 2 hearts, 8 straight spades. So I got check, so I always check. Turn, king of spades, 3 diamonds. Both guys check. So he always checks. 7 diamonds. Queen of spades. Both guys check. So he always is thinking. So he always checks. And let's see. I have basically, I got pair of kings on the top board, and I got pair of aces on the bottom board. Boys have a pair of fives. They got an ace. They got 7, a 4, and a 7. So they have top set with a pair of 7s on the top board. Bottom board they have the 10-eye flush. Wow. So they got me on the both because pair of kings can defeat the Pogots' flush and top set, and in the bottom board they have a flush and I don't. Wow. Basically, the Pogots are in the lead right now. And I guess that's a good thing, but then I'm like in between having a good hand and a not so good hand, but it all depends, right? It all depends if how it's going to be, whether you like it or not, whether you decide about, making a good bluff. Right, it all depends on how it is. So let's see. Let's see what's going on. So I don't normally do this, but I'll do it anyway. So he has bet 6 million. Wow. Well, let's call it that 6 million to make it 12 million. Wow. So let's see what's going on. 6 diamonds on the bottom board, and then a space on the top board. Wow. Alright, and let's see what the Bogarts will have. Right. So here we go, and here is the flop. 10 diamonds, 5 diamonds, 3 diamonds, and 2 diamonds. So yellow checks, Bogarts check. Turn cards, jack of diamonds, 7 diamonds. So yellow checks, Bogarts check. 7 clubs, 10 clubs. So yeah, I was thinking. So yeah, I was checks. Bogarts are thinking. Bogarts check. Now let's see. Interesting. Let's see what the Bogarts will have. What they're going to do. Interesting. Bogarts are thinking. Bogarts check. And they have the jack high. That's what they have. So jack clubs, 2 6 hearts, 5 3 clubs. And I got a pair of queens. So let's see. So the Bogarts have the 6s and 5s on the bottom board. Top board they only have a pair of 3s and jacks. They have 2 pair. And then Zodiac has the 8 9 10 jack queen, queen 9 straight on the top board. Bottom board I kind of missed because I don't have the straight on the bottom board. But I know that Bogarts have 6 and 5s on the bottom board. But then if I look at this way, is that the straight on the top board for Zodiac and the bottom board for the Bogarts, it would be another split. Means that they have, split pots, right? So that means that, when it is basically 6 together, so 6 for the Bogarts and 6 for the Zodiac, that's the 6 million. So split pot for the 12 million. So it was very close, but I think that's how it goes, I guess. So let's see. Let's see what's going on. Bogarts will bet 2 million. So yeah, let's call this at 2 million to make it 4 million. Post will get 5 cards, so yes, we'll get 4 cards. It'll be very interesting indeed. And Pro Gods have something. And then I'll do a different flop. So let's see. And the flop is Jack 4, Ace, all hearts. And on the second board, 10 spades, 3 diamonds, 9 clubs. So yeah, let's check, Pro Gods check. The turn, 9 diamonds, 9 spades. So yeah, let's check, Pro Gods check. 2 hearts, Ace of clubs. And so yeah, I was thinking. So yeah, I was checks, Pro Gods check. And let's see. Interesting. And let's see what the Pro Gods will have this time. Pro Gods check. Wow, the Pro Gods have the 3s. So they have 3 hearts, 3 queen, king of clubs, 7 diamonds, and 4 spades. So Alex has the 6 of clubs, 7 3 of spades, and 8 6 of hearts. So let's see. The top board for Zoe Alex has the 8 high flush. On the top board, bottom board, I only got a pair of 3s, pair of 9s, so I kind of missed it. Pro Gods have the 3s and 9s for a full house on the bottom board, and then Pro Gods kind of missed with their straight draw on the top board. So Zoe Alex takes 1/2, and Pro Gods will take the other half. Wow. A lot of splitting around here in the game, so guess so. Now my stack is getting a little interesting. So let's see what's going on. Right, so I'll bet at least 8 million poker chips. Wow. Poker's called that 8 million. To make it 16 million. Wow. Right, there we go. 2 boards. And the flop is ace of clubs, 8 of hearts, 3 of diamonds. And the second board is 7 of hearts, ace diamonds, and 2 of spades. So yellows checks, Bogarts check. Turn. 3 of clubs. King of spades. So yellows checks, Bogarts check. Last card, 2 of hearts. Jack of diamonds. So yellows checks, Bogarts check. Let's see. So yellows checks, Bogarts check. Bogarts have Jack 5 8. And Zodiac has Queen High and wow, Zodiac's kind of missed. And Bogarts win that huge pot, more than 12 million. Wow. Alright, and then I'll do one more. And I don't usually do this, but Bogarts will get more cards than I am. So basically I have like a left stack here. So I got at least like more than like how I can think of. So it's gonna be 6 here, plus another 6 here, that's 12. 13, 14, 15, 16. Right? So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I only got 60 million left. So interesting. And I'm gonna get so Zoe will get 4 cards. Bogarts will get 13 cards. I don't know what they have, and that's the troubling part. But I will show you my hand. my card hand, and you guys will think if I have a good hand or not. So put it in the comments below if you decide to. But this is how it goes. I'll show you what I have, and you decide. You decide of what should I do with this, and it's gonna be a different vlog that I don't usually do, but for this special occasion, it will be. And the flop is 6 of diamonds, 8 spades, 2 clubs. Both guys check. So yeah, like check. The turn. 5 diamonds. Both guys check. So yeah, checks. Last card is the 8 clubs. Yeah, that's the tricky part. That's the tricky part. There's a will and there's always a way, and I'm trying to figure out what that is. Try to figure that out, because I'm only got at least 12 and 12, so I got 6 times 2 is 12. 12. I had 16 million. Like, this is really insane. 60 million poker chips left. Poguts are in the lead, and Poguts only have 13 cards, and I don't know what they have. I can't pull this really, because I'm thinking that the Poguts could have quad 8s. That's like a 4 of a kind. They could have the same straight as me. So I think this is gonna be probably bad. I think Poguts are probably gonna get at least. So there's 6 million here. Plus another 6 million. So that's like 12 million. 12. Yeah. So basically, if we get this correct, that's like 12 million. This is 12 here. 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah. So they have 60 million. They'll put me all in. And if they do that, and then I'm gonna figure out what do they have. And now they put me all in. Great. Oh god. So what do you have? Anyway, oh god. You can't tell me? Nope. You can't be serious if they have a good hand or not. I'll just say that you have the 6-8 ball house. Like 5-8 got there. Like, it's insane where you got that. It's insane where you probably have a good hand or not. And if you have a good hand, then you probably do. But why would you keep doing it? Why would you keep doing that and think that, oh, I've got a good hand on you? You can't be serious if you have a good hand. Like, why would you have a good hand here? But if you have quad 8s, you probably have that. And if I call and I'm right, then yeah. And if I have a good read, then fine. But if I have a bad read, then no. Well, then I'm gonna do it. So he always goes all in and calls for his remaining 6 million. So that's 32 million altogether. I got the 9 high straight, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 high straight. And I only got the king highs as well. But this bill got half. 5 spades, 6 hearts, 2 hearts. Jack clubs, queen spades. 10 hearts. Ace of clubs, 5 of clubs. Wow. 6 of clubs. 7 of hearts. Queen of hearts, 7 of spades, king of spades. Wow. So basically, yeah, I got the wrong one because I thought that you had quad 8s, but I guess you had 5 8s for a full house. Wow, that kills my 9 high straight, obviously. Yeah, you probably had a good hand, I guess, because I think that in my own standings here, I think that you have, like, I thought that you had the quad 8s because you have a 4 of a kind, but I guess I was taking a bad read because I think that you have 6s and 8s for a full house. I think you're taking it, like, that's how it goes. So, that's how it seems to be, I guess. But, the way how this is, I think that is going to be the opportunity it is. And, I think in my own standards, I think that there's a way about knowing about, you understand about what's going on, right? So, you can't always win. No, you can't. But the way how this is, I think that based on how this is, I think it seems to be that. And when it does that, you think that, okay, everything's going to be fine. But you have to understand of how it is, right? This is how it seems to be. So before I let you go, try to pay attention about this whole entire poker game because it makes sense, right? So you do what you can and think about what's going on, and I think that this is the way it best. But I think that the opportunity there is, and this is the way it kind of looks like, and this is the way it kind of is, right? So this is how it is. But I hope you all like this video. Please give a like, please comment if you want, and I'm so sorry that my voice seems to be very quiet. Sorry about that. But what this is, I hope that you understand, and this is how it works, right? So this is the way it seems to be, and this is the way how it is in this whole entire way, and you think, alright, well, everything's being fine, alright, but this is how it kind of concludes in that way, and this is how it is, right? So I hope you all like this video. Please understand this, please understand, and it's the way it works, and this is how it is, and this is the way it is. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful day to all, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye for now, really. Thank you, and bye.